I always want to be the best. I love competing. And like, I always want to play the best. If I'm not doing well, I'll be upset, I'll be raging. And people are like, dude, just have fun, man, relax. And I'm like, no, I can't. I'm losing to these people that are like, I don't know, you know? It all started with my dad playing video games. He would go and play, you know, until the middle of the night, 2 a.m. And then we would go and play them when, you know, during the day because we wanted to play them. And that just kept evolving, you know, Xbox came out, you know, PlayStation came out, Halo came out, and then it was pretty much over when Halo came out. That game was addicting. I was like, you just wanted to rank up, you wanted to rank up, you wanted to keep playing, you wanted to keep playing. And like that little number next to your name in the ranking system or the playlist or whatever was so like invigorating. You wanted another one, you wanted the next level, and just wanted to get higher and higher and higher. And then the competition kept getting harder and harder, and it was just more of a drive to keep playing. And then that's kind of when I started realizing, oh my God, you can actually go to these events, I can actually make a team, and I can compete against them. That was when stuff got real.
It all started when my cousin and I were playing Halo one day, and Tyler was really young, maybe like 9, 10, 11. And he's like, what game are you guys playing? And I was like, nah, like you wouldn't understand, like you can't play it. And he's like, oh, I wanna know. So he begged for weeks if he could play with us. And finally we let him, and he just destroyed us.
We used to not even let him play the video games. He'd be like, yeah, you watch, the big boys are playing. You know, he's the younger brother. And that's just not how it went, you know? He would stay up past the wee hours and just keep working, jump shots, trick shots, things we wouldn't even think of. I think that's when we were like, okay, maybe we're not gonna play with Tyler anymore. He can go play by himself.
I think home is where the heart is. So I would say Grades Lake is home. You have suburbs everywhere, neighborhoods, you have the grass, you have the trees, you have the, you know, the nice houses, you know, the dogs, the families, everything about it is just like, it's just peaceful. Really, it's just simple life. Simple, fun, homey, family.
We've been the best of friends forever. We've had our ups and downs, but we are closer now than we've ever been.
He's best friends with his brothers. I mean, they've just been so close since they were young. He said that in a perfect world, he would love to like live his entire life right next to his brothers.
100% I think that Tyler is the best Halo player in the entire world. If he ever loses, it's because of him and not the person that he's playing.
I mean, they're the best brothers you can ask for. They think I'm the best player in the game, you know, and not like delusional.
I would say that my brother is definitely top 3 in the world at Halo.
Most of my friends, when I'm like, you know, my brother's a professional video gamer, for the last 10 years, they were like, what? Like, no, what does that mean? No, he isn't. And now they're like, is that like esports? And I'm like, yeah, esports. And it makes him seem less weird.
Some people go to work, they work 8 hours or however long they're gonna work, and they make their money. They worked for it, right? I'm not just sitting here playing video games being like, oh, I hope I do good. No, it's like, you have to be better than hundreds of people, thousands of people. You have to be the best player to even win money from tournaments, and like, definitely justified, man.
The supportiveness of this family, the second we saw the potential that Tyler had, it was like, let's go, all in. You know, how can we get him to a tournament?
Yeah, so what I do is very demanding, definitely. And I think that now, you know, as I continue to do it, my brothers, my girlfriend, my family, they're starting to see how demanding it can be, and they're a lot more lenient with a lot of stuff. It's a lot of give and take, and it's a lot of teamwork. When I used to be like, I have a game, I have a tournament, they would be upset, and they'd be like, really? You know, you're prioritizing your tournament over this, and now it's more of like, they're okay with it. They're like, I get it, okay, sorry. And they're watching me, right? On the you know, the monitors or big TVs and stuff like that, which is even super cool. They'll like send pictures and stuff like that. It's just like, we're all here, man, don't choke. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
You know, you argue with him about how much time he's spending on it, and he starts making a little money here and there, and it's, you know, it's nothing. And then the next thing you know, he tells me, no, you know, I'm getting streams, I'm getting subscriptions, I'm getting, you know, sponsors, and I'm thinking, you know, where's this coming from, right?
Everyone at first looked at him like, you're not gonna make any money off this, dude. You've gotta be the creme de la creme, you know, the top of the top. Those are the people that get paid. And he would always just look at us and be like, yeah, so that's what I'm gonna be.
On Twitter, I have 41,600, and then on Twitch, I have almost 170. I'm like 300 away from 170,000, which is awesome. And then YouTube, I actually have 50,000 subscribers. I mean, it feels really cool to have a lot of followers across like all types of platforms. It's definitely, I mean, it's cool that you have so many people that are interested in like what you're putting out and what you're doing every day, you know, and I'm just happy that I get to share that with people. I was just kind of getting headaches, you know, around my eye, and I've had headaches behind eyes before, and eye headaches are the worst because it's so painful. One day, it was just like I couldn't.
Tyler was complaining about headaches. I mean, it kept happening, and Tyler's like, you know, my eyes are sore, I've got these headaches. I said, well, just go in.
We go through all of the procedures, and I could not read anything, not a single line, not a single number, and I was just like, oh yeah, I guess I need glasses. Like, no. And then immediately they're just like, yeah, we need to see a specialist.
I wanted to be strong for Tyler, but I could tell he was scared, and that scared me as well, because the pictures did not look good at all.
Oh my gosh, yeah. When his retina was detached, it was awful. Like, he could only look down. We thought he might lose the eye. We thought Tyler could have gone blind. Like, we had no idea what was happening.
But first we were kind of like, hopefully he's okay. And then after we found out how serious it was and that he needed surgery, we started praying for him and hoping that he was gonna be okay and that he'd be able to do what he loves doing.
I was very scared for him and for both of us. I mean, gaming's his whole life, so if he lost his eyesight, he wouldn't be able to play. I don't know if he'd be the same person. Waiting that weekend was scary to see if he was gonna go blind or if he was gonna get through the surgery.
It was like a ring, right? And the ring just kept getting smaller. So I was like, okay, you know, hopefully this will be good. You know, I'll be able to see again. And I thought I was gonna have full vision back. And then as it got smaller and smaller and smaller to the point where it was gone, almost completely gone, I was like, I still can't see, even though like it's almost gone. Like that was when I realized that it was never gonna like fully be fixed, I guess. It was terrible.
For months, he was bedridden. He had to look straight down, and he lost a huge opportunity when his eye went out. He was getting 4,500 viewers a stream on Twitch, and when he came back from his surgery, he was at like 400.
I think having the drive to show that he hasn't lost anything with his injury was really big in the community. A lot of people thought that maybe he wouldn't be as great at his game, and he's still just killing it. Competing and gaming more than ever, so, which is fine because the tournaments are bigger than ever.
To have a big name like Bud Light, you know, someone who does Super Bowl commercials, getting into esports and having Tyler be the Halo All-Star for it has been out of this world awesome. I bragged the second that it became public, retweeting all the tweets about it and telling my friends that like he's sponsored by Bud Light, he's the Bud Light All-Star, and most people had a hard time believing it.
It just keeps you motivated to keep on doing it. You know, keep on, keep it on, keep competing, keep streaming, keep wanting to be the best, and I think that's what that's why I love the family that I have and the friends that I have, because they just keep making me want to be better.
Are you proud of your son?
Oh.
I'm biased, but I think he deserves it, you know, so much. Just, he has such a big heart. I wish everyone could see that all day like I get to.
You know, I'm 25, and I'm just now, I think, starting to finally, like, I'm not even say peaking, you know what I mean? Like, I'm putting in the practice, I have the time, and I'm, you know, I would like to say a top player still. I'm gonna continue to just, you know, keep competing until it doesn't make sense for me to, you know, to keep competing.